So we're just out for a little walk. We got some rain last night, and I think we're gonna get some more this afternoon. So I'm getting Vesper out for a little walk before it starts raining again. It's pretty cool out for late May. It's Memorial Day. It's May 25th, and it's morning, like, I don't know, what's it, 9, 10 a.m. So yeah, I just kind of recording this partly as an intro, just to kind of explain, like where I've been. I had this grand scheme of doing like one video every week this year, and I was on track up until February. And then some stuff happened. I started taking a Python class at the local community college, and so Tuesday and Thursday nights I had 3 hours of class, and then homework that kind of took up some time on the weekends. And work got busy, and then of course, about the time that intro class finished, I had 2 classes, an intro and intermediate. About the time the intro class finished, started the intermediate, and of course the whole COVID-19 thing hit. So yeah, suddenly it's like all my free time is taken up, and my work is like, oh, here we go. Classic. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, suddenly I'm busy, and like all my normal rides, like my Friday morning coffee ride with my friends, and our Wednesday night TCB ride, which is Tough Climb for Beers, or The Climb for Beers, whatever you want to call it, canceled. And, we're not riding anymore. So suddenly things were just like really busy and a little bit depressing, and so like I'm not motivated to do videos. And I have this gigantic backlog of subjects and material that I want to cover. And so I'll kind of show you, this is like a layout of all the stuff that I've got sitting in the queue, waiting to make videos. And I think maybe I'll kind of throw a list up here too of what those subjects are. In case anybody has any input, you can comment and let me know what you want me to do first. So it's just been kind of a strange spring. Yeah, and on top of that, okay, so yeah, what else? Kind of have 2 things I'm working on. One is flybys. Doing like little flyby videos as I'm riding. Just start the GoPro and record people that I see out riding their bikes or running, and then hopefully I can upload that after the fact, and people on Strava can go look and see, find the link, and go see the flyby videos. So there's that, and that should be kind of cool, or maybe not, I don't know. Fun to work on anyway. The other thing that's happened that's interesting in the last few weeks is Strava has announced that they're kind of switching to a subscription scheme. And it's interesting because GCN posted a video about this, and they said, oh yeah, this is the Strava announcement nobody expected. And I think, what, really? Not that way, dog. Why are you going around the other way? I'm trying to follow you. They call it the Strava announcement nobody expected. That like suddenly Strava's going to charge money for this service. Like, wow, where'd that come from? Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a surprise to me. Strava has 3 ways they can make a profit. One is ads, which I don't think anybody wants, or they can sell your data, which that depends on 2 things. One, there has to be a market for that data, and 2, they have to get around the whole privacy issue, right? Like, are people really okay with all their workout and course and route data being, sold to a third party or multiple third parties? And then the last way that they can make a profit is by charging a little bit of money for people to use Strava. And to me, that always seemed like the right thing to do. In fact, I've been a subscriber, paid subscriber to Strava pretty much since I started using it back in 2011. And it always seemed to me like a fair deal to pay that $5 or $6 a month to make use of this service that I really like. And so I was thinking about, with this new transition to kind of locking out leaderboards for people who aren't paying, that kind of thing. And it occurs to me that there's a couple of things that Strava could do at this point if they wanted to, sort of appease some of the people who don't like the pay thing. For instance, Strava costs about $5 a month. What if they basically say, okay, it's $1 per upload, up to 5 uploads. So basically, if you don't ride at all, like if you go idle and you're not riding, especially nowadays with the lockdown and quarantine kind of stuff going on, they could say $1 per upload. If you upload 3 rides or 3 runs or whatever it is that you do, it's going to cost you $3. When you hit 5, then you're at the subscription rate and they kind of cap it. So that way, people could basically sign up as subscribers. If you're using it, you pay $5 a month. If you're not, if you kind of go idle and you don't use it for a while, then you're not paying so much, or you're getting it for free, but you're still kind of on the books as a subscriber. There's a lot of what they were saying is that one of the things that costs a lot for Strava to maintain is leaderboards. And I thought about that, and I realized, yeah, that's probably true, because back in the day when Strava first started, we created a lot of segments. I mean, I know I did, a lot of my friends did. You'd go for a ride, you'd come back, and you'd create segments on stuff that were kind of legit segments, but also, to be honest, there were a lot of segments that people just kind of created as a joke, or like a little inside thing where you finish your ride, you get back, and if you're the first to upload, you go in there and you create a segment that's like, look out for that roadkill, or Jerry's Revenge, or whatever, some kind of funny thing that just refers to a moment in one particular ride, with the idea that when your friends upload, they would see it and get a laugh out of it. And it was kind of funny, but looking at my Strava created segments, I can see a lot of them are kind of junk. They're not good segments, they're not really useful. So I think Strava should start pruning segments. There's no reason why every segment that's ever been created needs to continue on Strava forever. I would say that if a Strava segment has more hides than it does stars, give it an expiration date. Just start sunsetting some of those segments that aren't used. Let them lapse, delete them. You can send a notification to the creator and say, hey, your segment's been hidden by most riders for the last 3 years. Nobody's really using it. Maybe it's redundant with some other segment. Why not just let it kind of go away? And then that would clean up Strava's database, simplify the user experience for people, and kind of, just, there's a lot of junky segments. I've seen segments that have bad GPS data, they don't line up with the roads, or they're short, or, funny things like, if you got a segment that goes through a stoplight or a stop sign, probably a bad segment, and there's no reason to keep those around. So those are like the 2 things I can think of that Strava could do in addition to their switch to a subscriber model. So that was my first attempt at a vlog. I hope it was entertaining. Mostly I just wanted to kind of, go through that exercise and tell you what I thought about the Strava changes, and also kind of give you some idea of what kind of topics I might be doing in the future. So if you saw anything that was interesting to you, please let me know in the comments, and I'll try and address those first. In the meantime, get out there and ride, have a good time, everybody be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.